Buongiorno, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a comparison video between one of my favorite fragrances of all time, Vert Malachite from Armani, Privè, and Tubereuse Imperiale from BDK. So if you love white florals, you want a winter white floral fragrance that can cut through the cold, then please keep on watching. But before we start, if you are new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Noura, and on this channel I mostly talk about fragrances. So if you are a fragrance lover, then please consider subscribing and also hit the notification bell so you will get notified when I upload any new video. I will highly appreciate it if by the end of this video you found it helpful or you enjoyed it, to give me a thumb up. That will help me a lot. And without further ado, let's start. Since the beginning of my channel, and I talk a lot about Vert Malachite. And I also tried BDK fragrances quite in the beginning of my fragrance journey, and I noticed a lot of similarities between Vert Malachite and Tubereuse Imperiale. Now, I don't own Tubereuse Imperiale, but I do have a sample. And I actually, before buying Vert Malachite, I was debating if I should get Tubereuse Imperiale or this one. And I got a lot of questions, how do they compare and which one would I recommend to whom? So today I'm going to answer all your questions. Now, these are not dupes. I can't say that one is a dupe of another, because although they are extremely similar, the star of the show is totally different. Although white floral, but totally different. So we have jasmine in Vert Malachite and tuberose in Tubereuse Imperiale. I mean, you can see from the name. So I am going to start first how each one smells like, and then go through the differences and similarities between the two. Let's start with my beloved Vert Malachite from Armani Privè. This is a beautiful, creamy jasmine fragrance. You have in the top bitter orange and petitgrain. In the mid you have, of course, the star of the show, jasmine, ylang-ylang, and pink pepper. In the base we have benzoin, vanilla, and lily. This fragrance opens with a bright but sweet ylang-ylang. This is the first note I noticed in Vert Malachite. And immediately after I get the jasmine. It's only a few minutes and then ylang-ylang and jasmine really come through, and they are quite on the sweet side. I also get a little bit of the lily in the mid dry down, but not really much. It is the dry down of this fragrance that is extremely beautiful, because it's so creamy and warm and sweet. I think what makes it so creamy is the combination between benzoin and ylang-ylang. And what also gives a huge dose of sweetness is the vanilla here. This is for me a vanilla white floral fragrance. You have to be okay with sweet fragrances, because this is quite bubblegummy. I would actually describe this fragrance as a bubblegummy jasmine fragrance. There is, however, a note that I can smell that is not listed, at least in the ones that are on Fragrantica, and that is tuberose. Yes, I can smell tuberose here, but it's really in the background. So overall, this is a creamy white floral that is definitely sweet and is perfect for winters. This is the best fragrance for those who love jasmine and they want something that is heavy on the jasmine but can withstand the coldness, the harsh weather. I always recommend Vert Malachite if you are a jasmine lover, because it has an amazing performance. It's very long lasting and is on the strong side when it comes to projection. I actually spray maximum 3 times of this fragrance when I go out, because otherwise it can be overwhelming. This is how strong this fragrance is. So there is no issue when it comes to performance in this one, and it's one of my favorite fragrances, as I said, of all time, and it's one of the best jasmine fragrances on the market. Highly recommend this fragrance. Now let's get to Tubereuse Imperiale, which was for a long time my favorite BDK. I was always recommending Pas Ce Soir because it's more mass-pleasing, let's say, than Tubereuse Imperiale. But Tubereuse Imperiale was my personal favorite. Now, this one, as I said, is a tuberose forward fragrance. You have in the top a note that I cannot pronounce, so I'm going to read it. Rose Bay Willow Werp. I have no idea what this is. And also you have geranium. In the mid, you have tuberose, of course, two types of jasmine, ylang ylang, so you see the similarity here, and iris. In the base, you have benzoin, so again, another similarity, vanilla, yes, sandalwood, cashmeran, incense, patchouli, and cypress. So you can see why there is a lot of similarities between these two fragrances just reading the notes. I have to say that I also smell cashmeran on Vert Malachite, but let's talk about Tubereuse Imperiale. This has quite again, fresh, but on the green side opening. It can be the geranium that has a little bit of a herbaceous touch, or the notes that I don't know in this fragrance, I don't know, but it opens quite green. You know, tuberose can go very green or indolic or bubblegummy. I don't feel like the green that I'm smelling here comes from the tuberose. I think it's more the concoction of geranium or maybe notes that are not listed. I also get a little bit of this irisy note in the opening. In the dry down, this becomes an extremely bubblegummy, sweet tuberose. It's definitely sweeter than Vert Malachite, and the green touch that I get in the beginning is totally gone. And you definitely can smell the jasmine here. So again, this is why they are so similar. I also get the ylang ylang. It gives this, I think, this bubblegummy feeling that both of these fragrances have comes from this ylang ylang note. The dry down is again this vanilla, warm, cozy, sweet tuberose. One of my favorite tuberose fragrances, hands down. Now let's get to performance. This one is not as strong as Vert Malachite. This has more of, I would say, moderate longevity and moderate to strong sillage. But if you spray on clothes, it will remain forever. So if you really love the scent, I will consider spraying it on hair or on clothes. It will cling to them and you will have the scent for the whole day. So let's get to the differences and whom would I recommend it. So which one would you choose? I will go by category. So first of all, what is your favorite white floral? Is it jasmine or is it tuberose? If you are a white floral lover, you love both of these notes, then I would go for the performance. Definitely Vert Malachite has a better performance, although I have to say it's not like Tubereuse Imperiale has a bad one, especially as I said, if you spray on clothes. If that is not even enough for you to choose, let's get to the price tag, because there is a difference. Armani Privè is more expensive than BDK. That said, I don't know where you are watching me from. Here in Italy, it's a little bit difficult to get BDK on sale. And this is why I don't own any BDK fragrances. Armani Privè, on the other hand, does go on sale. And wait for Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. It has been now the case for 4 years. You will get 30% off. Also, if you are in Italy and you have the La Rinascente card, which is a department store here, you can get it on coupons day. And also sometimes when they have the regular sale, you have to check it. So what I am saying, you can get Armani Privè at least here in Italy on sale. Another thing that I have to mention, if you are someone who struggles a little bit with sweet fragrances, like sometimes you like sweet fragrances and sometimes you don't, I would consider Vert Malachite, because Tubereuse Imperiale, at least on my skin, is extremely, extremely sweet. You have to be really into sweet fragrances to appreciate it. Which one is my favorite? I mean, it's obvious. It's, of course, Vert Malachite, because I love jasmine and I prefer it to tuberose. So I am warming up recently to tuberose, but still, jasmine is my favorite note. It's one note that I love since, I don't know, I can remember that I smelled perfumes. So, of course, Vert Malachite is my favorite. That said, if maybe I finished this bottle and someone gifted me Tubereuse Imperiale, I don't feel the need to buy Vert Malachite. I hope I'm making sense here. So, that was my quick review and comparison between Vert Malachite and Tubereuse Imperiale from BDK. I hope you liked this video and you found it helpful. And if you did, please give it a thumb up. That will help me really a lot. And tell me in the comments down below which one is your favorite of these two and which comparisons should I do next. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time. Ciao.